Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go on a little bit of a virtual journey. Inspired by a friend of mine, we're gonna take a dive into my social media and look at my photography through the ages. Kind of nervous and excited at the same exact time, so before I change my mind and not do this, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I had first started my photography page as my own personal page back in 2013. It was called Emily's Disney, and it's basically a combination of my life through my senior year of high school and going to Disney a whole bunch. So I'm just gonna scroll through this real quick just so you don't have to see all of it. I got my first DSLR camera in December of 2015. So up until that point, most of my photos were taken on my iPhone, which is what these photos are right here. I used to take a lot of photos of Trolley and of the castle and the cast members. So most of it's still on my timeline. Now, when I got that camera, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. All I knew was the auto setting and to point and shoot. So a lot of these images that you're seeing on my timeline are pretty much just straight up raw images. As we move along, the shots get a little bit better, but the editing is still not quite there. I still have no idea what I'm doing editing-wise. So most of it is just straight up pictures. Right around 2016, 2017, I transitioned this profile into just straight up Disney photography, and my editing style gets immensely better. I still go through some random phases of desaturation and overexposed and just everything that Instagram content begs for. It was around this time that I also got into getting more equipment. So I got my second camera, as well as some other lenses like my zoom lens. This picture of Elsa is probably one of my favorites just because it's my first shot that I ever took with my zoom lens. And as we get to my more recent shots, you'll notice that they're more spaced out time-wise. And that's because we moved to New Jersey and we're just not in the parks as much. And so I just don't post as much content on that page anymore. I've been focusing more on my other profiles. So we'll hop on over to my professional page because having your pleasure mixed with business is apparently going to get your photos lost to the masses. But my first photo shoot was a sunrise Valentine's Day shoot, which was honestly a lot of fun. It gave me the chance to be really creative outside of Disney shots, which are pretty much the same things that you'll see over and over again, just with different angles. From there, I did a whole bunch of other fun shoots like graduations, Dapper Day, and other park shoots. I think Dapper Day is probably one of my favorites to do just because the people that you're taking photos of have a different kind of vibe around them. It's like pure magic in its own form. I shot my first wedding in June of 2018, and boy was it a wild experience. I jumped through a lot of hoops that day to make everything work, but in the end, the happy couple and I both loved the photos that turned out. After that, I didn't really pick up my camera again until after we moved to New Jersey, and it was such a weird time for me because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing and where my photography was going to be going, so I took a walk in a park to try and find some inspiration. That fall and winter season ended up being a very busy one for me. I shot 2 weddings and 1 engagement, which was probably the coolest experience of my life. I got to help surprise a future bride in the middle of Rockefeller Center, which was absolutely amazing. Now, I think every photographer goes through this phase of overly stylized photos and the crystal ball. Granted, I love these photos and I like the way they turned out. I just feel like I spent more time editing them, trying to make them work than I probably should have. After that, I didn't post again for a while. I just didn't have the motivation or inspiration to pick up my camera. And it happens. It happens to the best of us. I started a new job, I was really overwhelmed, but I have to thank my friend Patrick for always being there to get me out of my imagination slumps. So you the real one. Now, my most recent photos are the ones I'm most proud of. It's the ones I've spent hours working on, making sure I research as many poses and as much material as possibly can, making sure I gather enough equipment for the day, and just overall, I feel the most creative when I've taken these photos, and I'm really, really proud of them. What's really important is that as long as you are happy with your work and you are happy with the photos that you take, that's all that matters. And that's my photography journey. From beginning to now, I've been behind the camera, loving every moment of it, and I can't wait to find my next shot. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like to see more of my content, please hit the like and subscribe button, as well as turning on your post notifications so that way you guys get updated every time I post a new video. If you'd like to see more of my daily content, follow me on my social media pages, which are all linked down in the description. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay magical.